Hey, 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 good evening, folks, and welcome to another night of Magic the Gathering Arena here at Epic Gaming. I'm Kevin, I'm going to be your primary stream operator for the night, and we're going to hop right in. Right now, we are just a little bit away from being able to get to the last Mastery Orb needed to fill out the Mastery Tree, so I'm really excited to actually get to that point. I'm not quite sure if we have enough first win experience from just these two left for the day to actually get us to that point. But we're going to play around and see if we can't get there. And I am going to be so bold as to play ranked, because we haven't started playing ranked for June yet. So I'm going to play some standard ranked. We are not playing cats anymore. That deck was fun for a while, but I want to play me some red-green aggro. So we're going to switch back over to playing ranked so we can make sure that we get those ranked rewards at the end of the month. And hopefully I'm not going to throw us all the way back down to like bronze or something. Unless we already are in bronze. I think we might already be back in bronze because it reset, which is fine by me. Ooh, we got a 1-drop into nothing on 2, but excellent 3-drops. Yeah, I'll keep it. We've got a wide variety of 2-drops that are good in this deck that we could draw. Plus, this also lets us, if nothing else, play the Castle Embereth on 2. Actually, we already have a basic mountain to just jam, so we'll wait to make sure the castle does the thing. All right, we got Lurrus. We have a Ginger Brute that didn't attack. Let's play tapped. What's my opponent playing if they're playing Lurrus and Ginger Brute? If they're playing Lurrus and Ginger Brute, they're playing mono white life gain, which means I actually value this trade. Excellent. Because we have a 3-drop coming down next turn that's bigger than what they're going to play. Yeah. Because having an unblockable creature is very scary. Having a generic lifelinker is not too bad. Not drawing any valuable cards so far has been pretty unfortunate, though. I'm going to want big creatures as opposed to fast creatures because I need to be able to crash over the top of what they're doing and be able to try and counteract the life gain they're going to be gaining. Unfortunately, not having a 2-drop is pretty bad. And yeah. This is going to be pretty spooky. Yep, now we're in a really scary place. Domri's Ambush was the card I was going to say would be like the best possible draw here, because we get to do this. We get to push 5 damage, kill their dude. Oh, they could have God's Willing. If they have God's Willing, then we pretty much just concede on the spot. Don't have it. Don't have God's Willing. Don't do it. Ah, Blessing. Okay, well. Dang. Well, we forced 1 out of their hand, so we take those. Yeah, we load the draw, not lands. Or 1-drops. Our 2-drops are fine at this point. But the 1-drops are the thing we don't want to draw. Oh, right. Patch is live. They have this pay 3 to add to hand. Love that. Still have 1 mana up. Let's force them to do the thing again. Yep. I'll play this mountain, we'll play this Rhythm of the Wild, so if I draw a nice creature, it'll do something, but oy. This is scary. We are not blocking because I don't want to take a bunch of damage. Just mount. Okay, I'm back. And we drew a creature. That's pretty neat. But my opponent played a second creature, which is pretty spooky, and they still have 2 cards in hand. Don't like the swing. I will play a 4/4. I'll give it a counter, and I'll give it a counter. 2 mana 4/4. Unfortunately, though, don't like this attack, because even if he trades, well, even if he blocks, he can trade by double blocking. Gain some 3 life, and it makes it so he can then start replaying all these cards from the yard. God, this is awkward. I don't know how we punch through. Oh boy. Gives it... If it has Vigilance. Yes, and does have Vigilance because it's a Sentinel Eyes. We're going to go ahead and concede. They formed Voltron. Yep, that was gross. Oh yeah, we are Browns. Okay, well, that's fine. We'll start the long climb back up to gold. All right, we've got 3 lands, 1 drop, solid 2 drop. Excellent cards. Yeah, I'm about it. Oh, good. Christian made the Domri for me and added it in. I don't know what he changed to add it in. So I'll have to look at the full list again. Because we got our refund for the bannings for Agent and Fires. So we had a nice amount of extra copies of some rares, so we were able to splurge and get me the last rare I needed for the deck. Actually, I don't know if it's the last rare, but one of the last rares I needed for the deck. So now, got myself a Domri's Ambush. Not Ambush, Domri proper. Rest in peace, Domri. It's one of my favorite characters, and they killed him off. If you guys haven't seen the original card Domri is from, it's fantastic. It's a 3 mana, just like that one. +1 ability lets you look at the top card of your library. If it's a creature card, you may reveal it and put it to your hand. The second ability is also a fight. And the last ability is a... Okay, we got green-white Ginger Brute. So it's either Winota or mono-white. And I highly doubt this is mono-white, so it's definitely Winota. He's contemplating attacking and seeing if I'm willing to take the trade. As I learned from last time, I don't want to take the trade on the Ginger Brute. It did not pay off the way I wanted it to. I was just going right in and buffing it, which is actually perfect for us. We don't block. We play a mountain. We blow it up and hit him for 2. This is... Yeah, this pushes more damage now. I don't mind, because we'll play a 3-drop on 3, which will make this stronger. Yeah. Play a 3/3 on 3 with haste, and we'll attack for 6. So he is playing Sentinel Eyes, which means he is playing kind of the mono-white or white X healer hawk, just life gain deck. So no second green source is kind of sketchy with this Questing Beast in hand, but whatever. We have a Domri to give me the stuff we need. So we could Domri, minus have these fight, and then push 3 damage from the Pelt Collector. Or we can just play I like playing a big scary guy with haste. Alright, we got 2 3/3s. They're going to come in. And they're going to beat face. Cool part about playing Domri next turn is that we can play land, play Domri, activate Domri to plus, get that 2 mana, and then cast Bone Crusher off of it. get the 1 mana off of it, but we still have 1 mana. We still have 1 land untapped. So then we get the next turn play the Questing Beast, if the game lasts that long. This next turn or two is probably going to decide how this game is going to end up being. Yeah, the opponent needs to shore up their defenses, try to get a big Healer's Hawk and a big swing in, so they can hopefully try and contest not so much the board, but a start making it so their life gain and my attacks are less productive for me than they are for him. All right. Also, castle, not exactly the most productive, but
let's kick this madness into high gear.
okay, that was a good voice line. I love me Domri. He's so great. Okay. So we activate the mana now, then we have to cast the Bone Crusher now. Let's do it now. Pull the trigger.
Busting heads is my bread and butter.
Shoot my opponent for 4. 2 rather. And attack for 8. This does leave the Domri defenseless, so if my opponent wants to stack up the Healer's Hawk and crash in on the Domri, killing him off and gaining some life, that's going to be really good for them. Beyond that, that doesn't help them too much. So we should be able to make something happen. Yep, that's a big, scary Healer's Hawk. Thankfully, we already have 8 damage just natively in play. If he does get rid of the Domri, he goes on 6 damage a turn, but that still outdoes the 4 he's going to be gaining. And we also have a Questing Beast in hand. We don't necessarily have the means to cast it, except we didn't go to combat, which means we do have the means to cast it. Control the means of production.
What's that? Something smells rotten. Wait, that might be me.
This will also buff the Pelt Collector, thereby giving it trample. But not Castle Embereth. Fortunately, we are 1 mana short, being able to cast the Bone Crusher as well. He only block 1. The biggest damage he can block would be 5. This is trample doesn't matter because it has 6 toughness. And that means he would be taking 9, gaining 4. Oh, he just dies. Yeah. Awesome. Opponent is dead. Actually, they have 1 mana. They can do something. Opponent is not in a good position. Yep, there's the Blessing. Starting to go to gain 6, going to 10. And their creature also has indestructible, I believe. Yes. So if he blocks the Questing Beast, which is the correct decision. No? Okay. And they live at 1. All right. Now our opponent's doing the thing that is scary. Because we can't get over top of this, and we can't swing through it. They always gain 8. So how do I make this work for the best of us? Well, if we attack for 9, they have to block. And they gain 8, and they go to 17, and they kill off one of our creatures. And I play a Bone Crusher, and we have it fight and potentially finish it off, because it's 5 damage, and this will not always be 5 damage if they don't block the Questing Beast. Oofda. Oofda. And they are going to kill us next turn, so we have to make a play this turn. Okay, so we go to combat, we all attack. No, we attack with just the Questing Beast. If he has interaction, if he has one mana do a thing, then yes, we are SOL. Oh, okay. Yep, that's game. We needed our opponent not to have one last piece of interaction, and they did. That's fine. We're at the bottom of the barrel. It's impossible for us to go any lower than we are, so there's no shame in losing. I still have yet to actually double check what the deck looks like now that we've added the Domri, so at some point I will remember to do that. Probably after this. Also probably if someone reminds me. Alright. 3 lands. We can cast this. We play the 3rd land on turn 3. So to do the things, we've got a good card, a good card, a good card, and a good card. Yeah, we've got all the good cards. I'm about it. Like going first, that's pretty neat. So we're going first. We definitely want to play this aggressive 2-drop into this aggressive 3-drop, and then start casting these other cards. Ah, okay. I want... Okay, so the question now is, do we need to go fast or need to go big? And I think the answer is fast. Because they're going to go infinitely bigger than us, and they're going to do some scary things. So we just need to start hitting them now and hitting them. Just hit your opponent. Play the creature, attack. These are some nice looking lands. Yeah, that's unfortunate, but that's out of here, so that's good. Questing Beast, that's going to be great. We'll play it on 4 as well. All right, let's play this 3/3 of haste. This doesn't die to shock, which is all they have in the form of Bone Crusher. Granted, now they can play a land and then cast it for its normal cost and draw a card off of it, which is pretty good. And it does trade with Questing Beast quite profitably. And they still have 6 cards in hand to our 4, so they definitely have the card advantage aspect of this. So we're going to offer the trade. And then... yeah, we'll offer trade. And this Bone Crusher is unfortunate. Yep, that happens. Cast Druid, and then we'll actually cast the Bone Crusher, and we're going to get rid of their draw engine. So that next turn we can play Bone Crusher or Questing Beast. Most likely good as Questing Beast. No, excuse me. All right. Not doing anything productive that turn. Love to see that. Got an Embercleave on deck. Also great. Rimrock Knight cannot block my Questing Beast, so that's even better. So we can just go to combat. That's just always entering tap because we're not casting anything. That's unblockable, which is perfect. Next turn, we can cast this Embercleave during combat and hopefully clean up the rest of this game. Only thing we need to worry about would be, let's see, they've got 5. Ooh, oh my god. Okay, so this isn't adventures. This is just like red-green featuring adventures. I'm all for it. We have the mana for it, so we can just we'll attack and questing beast. We have the Embercleave. No blocks, so that's not lethal. They have counterattack for lethal. 12, 14, 17. No, they don't. Bip. And, oh yeah, Vigilance. Yeah. Cool, so we can still block something. We'll be able to block the Hellkite, but I'm not worried about Hellkite because it costs way too much to do things, and we already did the calculation. It's only 12 damage in the air of Embercleave. Oh, Coitus. That is a creature. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, not quite. They have 1, 2 mana available. Two mana available means whatever. We're blocking. Okay. Cool. Scared my opponent might have had something. Cause that's what that attack means. That maybe they've got something, some sort of trick, or maybe they've got something up their sleeve. Cool. All right, got our first one. Let's see if we can pivot off that and get somewhere. Okay. What we got? We got a 1-drop. We got our 2. Oh my gosh. Is this just like the best hand in the deck? I think this is potentially one of the best hands this deck can draw. We have our 1-drop. Oh, we're going first as well. I'm playing against Lurrus. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. This is what we want to see. Attack for 4 on turn 2. Yeah, attack me. I dare you. Yeah, no blocks. You got it. I'll take 1. It's time to do some gross things. I want to play a 2/2 of haste. Make this a 2/2. I'm going to attack for 4 on turn 2. Next turn, we have to play a Gruul Spellbreaker. Make our Pel Collector a 3/3. We'll have it also have haste. Crash in for 8 damage between the 3 creatures, and finish it off with a Questing Beast. Granted, we need to draw land to be able to cast that Questing Beast, but we're fine. We have 2 draws at a land, any land in our deck. Actually, Temple of Abandon. There we go. Red-green Temple does not get us there unless we draw it exactly right now, and that throws off the rest of our math. So, only land in our deck that we don't want to draw. Any other land is great. And we got this ambush here, which can pick off this bad boy if we really absolutely necessary. And doesn't have lifelink either, so I don't mind trading off this 2/2 and pushing 6 damage. If he wants to kill the 2/2, he can kill the 2/2, and that's fine by me because I'm going to be hitting him for 6. That's a lot more damage. Yep. You got it. Has my opponent gained any life? Ah. My opponent gained life once. Addendum. Gain lifelink to on a turn. Footing gives its vigilance. That's fine, so that's kind of unfortunate. Aegis gives stats. The vigilance is scary. Thankfully, we actually don't have the land yet. So this is the problem. We need Ufta. Well, we're not dead yet. We need one more land if we want to Embercleave. We need more land if we want a Questing Beast. And this ambush isn't doing anything. Oh no. Oh no. He's at the end turn. Because ambush doesn't do anything for us. Thankfully, not too bad. This just tends to happen. What? Oh, well, dang. Well, we can do this at least. Wait, what? He didn't? Okay. We'll get rid of the thing that doesn't grow. They should have paid to make this unblockable. That would have been lethal. We're still dead. But they could have killed me. Oh well. Or keep going. As we get tired of losing, I'll switch back to doing standard events, which are much faster games and little lower stakes. Once again, I forgot to double check to see what the actual contents of the deck are like. That may be something to look into now. Running actual shock might be good against all these all the weenie decks that we have been seeing, as well as I'll just give this another 1-drop. Let's be a little more flexible with our mana. Because right now all of our removal is Domri's Raids plus the 1 of Domri. Yep, hand looks good. Forest, mountain, castle. Another forest for the Pelt Collector, mountain for the Zertrod, castle, because I was can, into a Domri. Opponent didn't have a 1-drop. Love to see it. Attack for 4. Pridemate. That's unusual. Yeah, I'll have haste. I will let them trade their 2/2 for my 2/2. Or they can keep it and take a bunch of damage. Granted, last time I did that, did not work out well for me, but see what happens. Vigilance, whenever a white creature attacks, gain 1 life. Okay, so you're going to swing in, make this a 3/3. It's pretty good. Unfortunately for you, you're dead. Put on my Hexproof guy. Bang. Bang. Embercleave is nasty because it's +1. It's set X, then +1X, +2X. Or +1 to current damage, and then double. It's gross. It's dubs. It's so gross. You gotta love it. Once again, we forgot to review the deck, so we'll do that. We'll try to remember to do that after this game. Double ambush is kind of sketchy, but it does let us just outpace. Excuse me, I'm yawning like crazy. Okay, so Pelt Collector is a great 1-drop. Double ambush lets us slowly level it up as our opponent plays creatures. We don't have anything that plays on 2 and 3 except for the ambush, so we might get stranded if our opponent isn't playing creatures. But eventually we get to work towards this Hellkite. And if we draw anything else that costs that we can cast over the course of the game, then we should be fine. But we will have to see. Okay, time to never let our opponent have a creature. So playing Galio there does make this a 2-2, and we attack for 4. That was probably a smarter play. But I also really like this. That's our 5th land, which is let's play a Hellkite, and I'm okay with that. So I really like this killing our opponent to death thing. It's that tiny Annex. Second main phase Gallia, so that next turn we can play the Castle Embereth and the Skargant and Hellkite. Give it haste, attack in, and trigger Gallia to discard whatever card we have in hand, and start getting that engine going. So what is this exactly? No blocks. Pressure from white, +2 attack while attacking. Okay. Oh, perfect. This is the exactly the type of card we want to discard. We make him hasty. We go to attack. We will discard this Pellet Collector for 2 good cards. Those aren't the cards I was looking for, but you know what? That's fine. Alright. Our opponent is at 2. We are at 17. They have at most 6 damage. Not at most. Right now they are representing 6 damage on the board. I have no fear. This is what? 2 mana 1/1? Okay. It's definitely a Theros card. That feels like a Theros card. Xanthos returned his restraints to revenge. Yeah, that sounds right. That's definitely. Oh, that's a Torbrain. That's scary. Oh, they're just dead. Still. Yeah. Dead to the 4/4. Dead to our Stormbreath Dragon. Boom, rank up. Oh, we were in Bronze 1, so we could have gone down into the lower tiers of Bronze. Good thing that didn't happen. Alright. Ooh, new kitty cat. Whenever you cycle a card, you may pay 2. If you do, deal 2 damage and gain 2 life. Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, booster back to open. Let's do that first. And we'll review the deck. Make sure we got everything going how it should. Oh, Ravaging Allegiance pack. I wasn't paying that much attention. No, Allegiance. That was Guilds pack. Tristani. Cool. Let's get a look at the decks. Make sure we got things in order. Collectors are good. Oh, Christian put us to 61. Okay. Like this. I don't think we need 4 Bone Crushers. Yeah, this should be fine. And we got how many lands? 9, 18, 10, just that's 24. Should be fine. Oh, actually. How many rhythms are we at? 2? Okay, that's good. We're still at 2. So we only ever need to see 1 rhythm in a game. Alright. Cool. Review the deck. Make sure everything is all hunky-dory. We definitely don't need 4 Bone Crushers. Bone Crusher is good. Don't need 4 of them. Do we have a 1-drop? We do have a 1-drop. Okay. So 1-drop, 2-drop, 3-drop, 4-drop. We get to play the Temple on 3 while still playing the Cruel Spellbreaker because of the Paradise Druid. Paradise Druid still triggers Pellet Collector on 2. And we have to play a Temple of Abandon. I like this. I like this hand. It is a very linear thing in a modal way about it. Honk, honk. Here comes the goose. Oh, just a moment, folks.
making new friends. We will adapt to any threat.
All right, folks, I'm back. We missed one turn. I almost got here in time to take that turn. But yeah, I had a customer come in and ask for some booster packs and decided to take a long time. No blocks, we'll take the 4. Oh, my questing beast died at some point. Okay. Well, we can play a Spellbreaker and a second beast. This is a big, scary flying Gilded Goose. Okay, I see what happened. Well, let's play another questing beast, I guess. Save the questing beast and wing to the Gallia and Spellbreaker for a different turn. I'm gonna attack with everything back on its face. I'm gonna assume my opponent had some sort of shenanigans previously to get rid of my questing beast. All right. Thankfully, opponent's still on the back foot. They have a lot of mana, which is the scary part, because they could do something scary. Well, actually, they only have 1 card left in hand now. So maybe their land drop was Fatal Passage. So, 1 card left in hand. If they have a creature to cast, they can get anything they want from their deck, effectively. If they're a big enough creature. Or they're just making creatures with
I call,
reach.
and
They
Decoria
can
answers.
Reachers? What do you want? Vigilance or any of the other keywords? I don't have flyers. Well, I don't have flyers in play. I do have flyers in the deck. So this do block questing beast pretty good. I guess I'm going to continue the barrage of questing beasts. Continue to apply pressure to my opponent's face until they die. Yep, gain some life so they don't die outright. Probably double block the Cruel Spellbreaker. Or maybe go one-on-one. Going one-on-one is really bad for them. They can't put the Paradise Druid underneath. Ah, okay. Well, they go 2-on-1 for the questing beast, and they do get to kill the questing beast. Goes a counter on my Pellet Collector, because this is an ETB or Death Trigger, which is such a sweet ability. Okay, they've got a lot of mana. They've had a lot of mana for a while, but now they still have more. Now they have mana again, still more. Yes. They're making 3/3s every turn. They are making beasts every turn.
Beauty lies
So,
in variation.
yep, there's the Hellkite. Okay. She's been given a counter. It's good for. All right, has vigilance. That's a free attack. Oh, no, I block and it dies every time. Actually, I don't block. I just take that. That's a free attack for them. They're choosing not to take. Cool. All right, let's play this Gallia. And the Spellbreaker. And they have 1, 2, 3 blockers. I want to be attacking with 4 creatures. Yeah, we'll give it haste. Let's go to combat. Attack all at my opponent's face. Excellent. Oh yeah, they only had 4 blockers. I had 4 attackers. They had 3 blockers, 4 attackers. Perfect. It always works out. Actually, we are on pace. If we're able to kind of get 3 or 4 more wins, we might have enough to get the last node we need for the Mastery Pass. I don't know if anything happens once you complete your Mastery Pass besides just getting all the styles unlocked, but I really hope something cool happens. It's such a cool, it's such a cool looking thing. So we don't actually have a 1-drop. We have 2-drop, 3-drop, 3-drop, and second 2-drop, and yeah, have fun with this. We have Weir on the play. So you'll just play a... Oh, I don't need to play... We don't have to worry about playing Embereth first because we have Mountain in hand to play eventually. Opponent shocking in a Goose, and they have an Overgrown Tomb as their first land. This may be an Umami style deck, or a just Sultai Ramp. I did play against a pretty sweet Sultai Ramp deck the other day. No second land. Oh, there's the second land, okay. Blood Crypt. So they're playing Jund Sacrifice, potentially? This feels like a Jund Sacrifice. Sounds right to me. Alright, let's play a Haster. That Goose is never dying, so it just always do damage to the face. Unless they really want to block with that Goose. Alright, cool. I will cook that Goose. Alright, they're ramping. Explosive Vegetation. Alrighty. Oh, a Questing Beast for 4. That's awesome. I'm going to play this land now. Playing our Haster. Let's continue to keep the pressure on. If we can keep our opponent from having a life total to leverage, then we will be able... If we can leverage this early aggression into something, that'll be fantastic. Because right now our opponent's just going off. Okay. Yeah. So we need to kill them now. Like, now. Because if they're able to use the Bolas Citadel for whatever nefarious plans they have, then we are in a bad way. This is non-land permanents, right? Okay, cool. Beast only gets blocked by one thing. And we also get the Gallia trigger because the only card we actually want to keep in our hand is the Spellbreaker. Spellbreaker is the best card in our hand, and it's a 1-4 chance we discard it. Drew 2 lands, not the best there. Okay, taking 4 and going to 2, clearing off 2 of their permanents by doing so. Scrying to get some cards out of the way for their... Going to 1, so they can't cast anything until they pop a food or gain life off a similar effect. So we really desperately want a... there's the Mayhem Devil. That's the scary thing. if we can't sacrifice anything yet, Price Druid is not what we wanted to see there. Yeah, we'll play this Forest. We'll play the Spellbreaker. Combat, swing into 3 creatures. Hopefully draw. We could draw Embercleave. We don't have enough mana for Embercleave. That's fine. Okay. Thank goodness. Yeah, whenever your opponent plays something like a Bola Citadel, your entire body goes, huh? Just kind of sees up like, oh no. Are we good? Can we make it through? Oh man, we're 75 experience away. We are so close. We are 1 win away from getting our last node of the Mastery Orb. Get that Emergent Ultimatum. I believe that's the one we're waiting on. No, I knew I set it up so the green tree was the last one. Even though it's more of the blue tree. Anyway. Alright, we got a good 1-drop into a pretty good 2-drop. We can play this on 4 with our current hand, so we're currently missing a 3-drop, and then Embercleave is just solid. So yeah, we'll keep it. Hey, we drew our 3-drop. This is... We have 1, 2, 3, and then we get to cast a 5 on 4. Unfortunately, our opponent is playing Growth Spiral, which means they're going to cast a 6-drop on turn whenever they decide to cast it. Gross. Yeah, they're going to untap, play land, do something, play Garuda. Yep, or close enough. Yeah, next turn they cast another Uro or something. Okay. So, yeah, we don't have a 4-drop to cast. We have a 3-drop to cast on 3, and then we attack everything. And then next turn, we're playing the Hellkite. Or we can attack, depending on the life total, what the board looks like. They just passed after that? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We need a red source, though, so we can't attack with that. At 13. This bad boy haste. Ah, Mystical Dispute. Okay. That's fine. I'm going to counter the Embercleave. Yeah, that gets rid of the Embercleave. That gets rid of the first counter spell. There's probably another one somewhere. Shocking himself down to 5. Alright, exiling both of my creatures. Very smart of them. Oh, they're dead still. We did it. We had exactly enough damage. Let's go, red-green. Embercleave, proven why it's busted. That card has Convoke for attacking creatures. Oh, we did it. Okay. Ooh, Fiend Artisan. Nice. All right. Let's see. Random uncommon rewards every time we hit 1,000 experience for the next few days. Take those. All right, here's the Master Tree. Here it is, the last little pip. I was kind of hoping this would flip over or do something, because this coin's been getting brighter and brighter every time this thing does something. So. Okay, that was cool. Not going to be upset. So I'm hoping for something grander, or another animation, but I will make do. Not going to complain. We got everything unlocked. That was the that was my hope when the store decided, hey, we are going to buy the Mastery Pass so we can get some more rewards and things unlocked so store count can grow faster. I'm like, that's awesome. And I saw the Mastery Pass and all the cart thoughts. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, I can get behind that. That sounds like a great time. So, oh, Mori the Collector. And they mulligan down to 6. You'll love to see it. Play a 1-1-on-1, buff it up to a 2-2-1-2, be able to have the proper mana for later. I don't want to trade with that. Ew. Goodness. Because they will always trade with this. So if we're not trading, bum 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 bum, bum ba da dum, bum 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 bum. We have enough good things in our hand. Cool, they didn't block. That was a gamble. He could flash in a mutate. Cool. Didn't do anything else with their turn, so they probably like counterspell of some capacity. So I don't want to cast this Questing Beast into a potential counter because they have that island open. So they have like something like mystical dispute potentially. It's probably like Gallia. We can attack out. There's only one card in our hand I don't want to discard. And if we do, we have 3 more copies in the deck. Aha! So they didn't have a counter spell, they just had had interaction. Okay. Wait, what? Oh, it's 1 and a blue to do the thing. Alright, adding their companion to their hand. That's such a slow action. I don't know why anyone would play it for in that capacity. So we're always playing land for turn. The question is, are we playing a big creature and attacking with 3, doing our cycle, or are we doing like a 3-drop and a 2-drop? I like 3-drop, 2-drop. It will have haste because we'll be giving it a counter manually. This gets this out of range of Scorching Hellfire, or whatever the dragon thing is. The point is we're giving it the counter. Yep, there. Here comes the companion. Wow. They just dead. Yep. Dead 7 ways to Sunday. That is the scary part of these red-green, of the decks I play, of the red-green kind of beat face with just enough interaction to throw your opponent off 1 step. That's the point, is to throw your opponent off a step or 2, making it so that they are off tempo by a turn. We don't have a 1-drop. We have a plethora of 2-drops and an Embercleave. I've kept worse. Also enter tapped, so we can play a Gallia on 2. Actually, we'll play... Second Embercleave is tragic. So what do I want to do? Do I want to play a 2-2 with haste, or do I want to play a 2-2, 2-mana 3-3? Haste. Play the one that only has haste, and then we can make the decisions based on what we draw later for the other ones. You have a mana. Not doing anything. Sure, get yourself a basic land tapped, and then you have 1 mana to do something. Cool, cool, cool. If we draw a land, we can play double haster. All these Uro decks. All these... Actually, I'm not going to say Uro is fair. I am going to say Uro is one of the least unfair cards I've seen in recent history. Oh, we only have red sources. Gross. So we actually can't play this goblin yet. Yes, I want to take this action. Oh, got it back. And this is why I like Gallia, because, like, I discarded a Zertra, and I drew a Zertra. And a Gallia. I have +1 Gallia. Okay. Zertra with haste. Makes it just red. Yep. Guess the Zertra to bait out our action. Go to combat. Attack in with the team. Take the action, because there's no way of us getting punished. Awesome. Night Pack Ambusher. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, go to blocks. Okie dokie. Taking 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's make it so you take lethal. Alright. We're on our way to gold. Gold is not the goal of the night. But I'd love to see it happen. Oh, pardon me. Just doing some stretches. Whenever you're sitting down watching a stream or doing anything on your computer, be sure to always do a posture check. Also a hydration check. Drink some water. You haven't had some water recently. Okay, we've got a 2-drop into a 3-drop into interaction and an excellent 4-drop. We get the lands that make that work, so we're all about it. People still playing companions. Oh, Flourishing Fox. That's scary. So we're going to make this big, and then potentially make it bigger next turn. 2 foxes is scary. So they can scale them both simultaneously. Because we don't have removal for the second one yet. We need to stop them from scaling. They never blocks, so we should push the 4 here. They get the counterattack for a bunch, which is scary. But the next turn we get them, and then we don't have a second green source for the questing beast. Fine, we'll just play the Cruel Spellbreaker and attack. Rescuer is tragic because then they start making 1/1s, which chump block way well against things that aren't questing beast and Spellbreaker. I want this one to have a counter, and then we will attack. Yep. That's going to happen for the rest of the game pretty much on that end, until we can get an Embercleave in play, which we can do next turn. If we attack with both creatures, that's a reduction of 2, so it only costs 4 mana, so we can then get an Embercleave on one of the team, give them double strike, trample, everything else. I am fully willing to just eat this damage. You want to cycle 3 times, please do. Moving 2 mana up so they can cycle on my turn. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was pretty good for them. Nope. That is, it's like what they needed. They had, yeah. That's why they run that deck. That's why they run that card in the cycle deck. The upside to the cards that have cycling on them is that you don't always have to cycle them for them to be good. I have used they run a red enchantment there. It's a crater or something like that. And it gives a land the ability to give a creature haste and trample. So I've definitely put that on a land in the past to be able to push through damage on a big fox that was getting chump blocked every turn. I've been able to use that same fight effect, the Gopher Blood or whatever the heck that was. There's 1 in a red, target creature fights a creature. It's great for using your fox to kill something. And that was just correct. I do not like this hand. Like, I love this hand. Hand is, like, almost perfect. So this isn't a mountain, and it isn't an untapped source. So I'm going to play Galleon too. Should we play Paradise on 2? Paradise 2, Questing Beast on 3. Yeah, that's fine. Ah, my Black Kerbosh. So they can block and do a full trade. I was supposed to play the Druid. This is fine. Next, we're going to play Pellet Collector into Paradise Druid. Yep. That was a big mistake on my behalf. I needed to go Paradise Druid that turn, then cast, then on this turn to play the Questing Beast. Oh well, we're here now. And Scorpion. Oh my goodness, this deck is doing something. It's interesting. So, play this Pellet Collector. And then we'll play this Questing Beast. Yeah, I'll attack with both. So leaves me a Questing Beast back up, leaves me a 2/2 that can block some of these guys. Actually, can't block either of these. Can't block the Scorpion. Oh ho ho, my opponent has made a mistake. I can kill the Stormfist Crusader without killing the Scorpion, which is even better for us. And my Pellet Collector dying makes my smaller Pellet Collector bigger. Oh, Mardu sacrificed pretty much. I'm kind of liking this. Like what we got going on here. It's unfortunate they're going to die. Money for 5, so I can just cast the Bone Crusher. Yeah. I will attack with my big scary boys. Does it Death Touch? It does have Death Touch. I wasn't reading. I'm not worried about it. Trample damage is nice. Extra card draw and damage to my opponent is nice. Sure, I'm taking 1 damage a turn, but that doesn't matter to me. Ah, Offspring's Revenge. That explains what they're doing. Okay. So you're going to make a 1/1 token copy of one of these things in your graveyard. Grey Merchants. Oh, they got the Trite. Okay. 1, 2, 3. So they would have gotten 1, 2, 3, 4 life off the Grey Merchant. That's not bad. Okay. Well, how do we kill them? How do we kill my opponent? By playing more creatures and killing them. I'll attack with all my permanents. That should be enough. I've been on the math. Okay. Okay. You lose. You will not gain life in time off of either of the effects to be able to live. Thank you for playing. Good night. This card is actually pretty entertaining. Put some other mutations on it to give it life link or something, so you start gaining all the life off of it. So I think it's target opponent. I'm not sure if it's all opponents. If it's all opponents, that's even more busted. Okay, this is one of the first hands that we just don't ever want to keep. Oh my goodness. Rhythm with nothing to do with it, and a double Gallia. Ew. Both are temples, but we can mulligan one away if necessary. Or I can mull away the Domri's Ambush. Except we're not casting Domri's Ambush this game on 2. So I'm okay with that. Turn 1 Forest into... Ooh, actually... God, this is awkward. Okay. Yeah, we'll scry first. Do I want this untapped source? Yeah. Untapped 2 drop. Yeah. We want haste at this point. Because we have a slow hand, so we want to make sure our cards are fast. We're playing mono black, which means they're doing gross things. Okay. No Death Touch, thankfully. I always block with Ayara on the Zertrod. So I don't want a black. So they're playing... They're definitely going to be on like a Cauldron Cat combo. So the deck was doing in previous lifetimes. Okay. Let's see what's going on the top of our deck. See if we got anything good coming up. Nope, get that out of here. Alright, now let's play a Pelt Collector and make it big. Unfortunately, we cannot go to attacks because this Nightmare Shepherd will absolutely make our day terrible. So we don't want to deal with that. Dread Presence. Yeah, this deck can... It does a real good job. Yep. Kill off the Pelt Collector or the Zertrod. Yeah. Okay. Center's tap because I don't have actually any mountains yet. Yeah. This definitely was a game where I should have mulliganed a second time. Or even just mulliganed differently on the card I put back on bottom. Excuse me, sorry about yawning into the mic there. Okay, 2-drop. Yeah, this hand doesn't do anything. Here we go. 1-drop, 2-drop, good cards. We can mulligan the Rhythm of the Wild. Rhythm might be a cut. I'm not sure how I feel about it. It's very frequently mulliganed or done, or not necessarily what we use to win the game. It's powerful, and I like using it. But is also on the cut list. But we're fine. Fine for now. Getcha. All right. We got Abzan. Yep. So what is my opponent playing if they're playing this thing again? We're doing it again. It's steady damage, but I'm not sure if it's actually going to be enough to stop what they're doing. We are ahead. Burn 3, put a land on top. Give it a counter. Yep. We still have a Druid to replenish the Druid if they block the Druid. They block the Pelt Collector. C'est la vie. It's done a lot of damage for it being our 1-drop. Have these Bone Crushers sitting around, chilling. Opponent's just ramping at this point. This bad boy a haste. This one in play. Alright, opponent's at 2. Okay. Awesome. We're ranking up. And now we just get cards, and we're done on those wins. Okay, so yeah, we're pretty much done and as far as rewards go for the day. So we might call it stream here in just a little bit. 1 drop, 2 drop, good 2 drop, other good 2 drops, perfect. Oh, right, we're going first. Cool. I will play my 1 drop. Ah, it's a Hong Kong. Awesome. Mountain. 2 drop. Let's give it haste so we can attack the 4. We really need to draw some other things next turn or 2, or else our opponent is going to have better cards to cast. Okay, that didn't do anything. So I'm glad to see that. I'll play this one with haste. Sorry, with counter. Buff this one as well. So if they do trade with this Paradise Druid on my Zertrod Goblin, they can't kill off my Pellet Collector. And now we have double 3/3s. Purphoros. Oh. That's scary. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exactly 10 damage, so we're dead to something big and scary. I'm at 20, so whatever they got has to kill me. I have a singular grounded hexproof blocker. Ah, Drakenmoth. Yes. Wait, why? Oh. What? What? Oh, he had enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This. Oh, he had enough to do 2. Okay. This is what? 14. Oh, this is just lethal in the air. Or creatures you control it, yeah. Yeah, 24 flying damage. Okay. Yikes. That's nasty. Our opponent got to do their thing. Shoutouts to them. They have to do their thing. We didn't have the right kind of interaction to stop them from what they're doing. All right, this hand, as appealing as it is also a trap. So we're all getting it away. This, on the other hand, I will definitely keep and get rid of this Domri's Ambush. Pellet Collector into Gallia, into Questing Beast on 4. Let me keep my hand. Let's get rid of this Ambush. 1 mana 1/1. 2 mana 2/2 of haste. Make it 1/1 into a 2/2. Love seeing the tap land. And we do the 4th land. I run out of cards so quickly in this game, in this deck. 3 mana, none of it is white, so they could have a counterspell here. So I'm going to bait out the counterspell of Embercleave. Mystical Dispute. Oh, just Growth Spiral. Okay. Love that. Told you they had a counterspell. Told you. I knews it. I saws it. I knew. They're like, ha ha ha. Now he has no more damage left. That was the spell I needed to counter. It's over. They have a second counterspell. Watch. Don't do it. Don't prove me right. Gross. Well, let's kill the Frilled Mystic and push 2 damage. The answer is killing the... I think the correct pick for them is to kill the Gallia. Oh, okay, they're killing the Pellet Collector, okay. Pellet Collector does grow, so makes sense that you want to kill off the growing threat as opposed to the thing that can draw me cards. Okay, well, we've got mana now, and we almost have enough to cast 2 spells, like 2 of our bigger spells in a turn. So there's a good chance that we're able to top deck and wreck. Well, they've had a response every other time. Let's see if they have a response this time. We've burned how many? Sure, that's fine. Oh my gosh, their hand was just counter spells. Well, are you going to block with your 3-2? My opponent only has counter spells in hand, from what I can tell at this point. They only have counter spells. This is... This is my least favorite type of matchup. It's when my opponent is just running counterspell dot deck. It's just counterspells. That's it. Not doing anything else. I'm just trying to play counterspells. Their goal isn't to kill you. It's just to draw cards and stop you from casting spells. They're going to hard cast an Uro either this turn or next turn, and we're going to concede. Okay, well, do you have the counterspell for this? You can't stroke it. It seems to use 3. Play your 3rd Frilled Mystic to save your 2nd Frilled Mystic. Yes, I will pay the 2. Get out of here. Thank Christ. Time to kill you. Okay. You have a 3-1 that can't block my Paradise Druid. Perfect. Cast Bone Crusher. Just let me have my 4/3 giant, please. Combat. Put my opponent to 1. All right, bud. What do you got? What are you going to do? Because I don't think you're going to be able to kill me in time. Okay. Okay, thank goodness. Feels good when you punish the counterspell, the mono counterspell player. Ooh, to spark. That's a good one. All right, I got 2 more wins for our dailies. I think we're gonna go until we get that, and then we'll call it good for today's stream. Unless, of course, someone in chat wants to play against us on stream, feel free to let us know. Just pop up and just say something in chat, let us know, and we can play some games. Or at least a game or 2. But for now, we're going to keep this insane hand. Yeah, 1-drop, 2-drop, removal. Get our meow meow. Arboreal Grazer. Okay, well, should be okay-ish. Grazer always tells me okay, my opponent's up to something crazy. We don't know what it is yet, but they are up to something. Okay. We'll buff here. Fortunate enough to attack. Evolution Sage. So not doing a lot, which is great for us. Can't play the Hellkite, just to play land in Paradise Druid. I'll play his tap land. Play Druid. And no attacks. The next turn we have to play land Hellkite and attack with the squad. Aww. My opponent didn't want to proliferate my +1/+1 counter. Cool. Enough that hello. Ooh. Domri. Alright, do we have enough mana to Domri and Embercleave? Attacking with 2, we need 4 mana for Embercleave. Attacking with 3, only need 3 mana attack for Embercleave. So yeah, we can do that. Domri.
I look forward to seeing you running away.
Wait, we need to activate Domri. Just go to combat. He's just dead to Embercleave on the, yeah, him with a good game. Pip, pip, pip. They already did the rights, but it's about sending a message, you know? All right, we got one last win we need for the day. Let's see if we can get it done. As a reminder, we are Epic Gaming, a card store and venue space here in Portland, Oregon. We host tournaments throughout the week for a variety of card and tabletop games. Right now, in the era of social distancing, we have closed our event space so that our players can stay home and stay healthy. However, to keep our community connected, we've been doing all sorts of online tournaments and events for our community to take part in. So if anyone wants to take part in any of these streams, you can get connected by checking out our Discord and joining in as part of the community. For our Final Fantasy fans, we have 3 nights a week on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays a wonderful suite of Final Fantasy tournaments hosted on a program called Octagon, that is OCTGN. It's a free download where you can then import your paper collection into their system so you're able to play online against your friends and other members of the community. We use that 3 times a week, like I said, on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays for our Final Fantasy tournaments. If you're more of a Magic fan, feel free to speak up in chat if you ever want to play against us on stream. We are always willing to play a couple of games on stream against any of our watchers. It's always a plan. It's always a good time. If you are interested in, if you're a part of any of the fighting game communities or Smash communities, we also have Discords for that and links to those. All right, let's go to combat and hit for 6 and hope that's enough. Oh my gosh. Non-stop removal. Well, we got Questing Beast next turn. This deck feels a little more fair than the last time we played against Sultai Do Nothing. Yep, Uro, gain some life, draw a card, land into play. And then die. Yeah. Well, that was exact lethal too. Awesome. And that gets us to tier 1. Let's go. That was a productive stream. Productive stream. Got to silver tier 1. So all we have to do is grind out another 2 days to get back to gold. Finish out the Mastery Pass. Got all 15 wins for the day. Productive stream. Good time. Well done. Feels good. So with that, we are going to have to call the stream there. Thank you very much, everyone, for tuning in and supporting the stream. We know it's a little bit shorter than usual, but we appreciate you guys coming out and hanging out and stream and talking in chat. We hope to see you guys in the next stream. That's going to be tomorrow night for our usual Tuesday night Final Fantasy tournament. So we hope to see you guys in that one. So until then, thank you very much for tuning in. Stay safe and enjoy your night.